it's your girl Chanel here. What it do? How are you? I am out and about on this beautiful sunny day, and I just finished my 3-day fast that I was doing, and I will say that it actually turned out pretty well. The fast, for those of you who don't remember or haven't seen my previous video, is where I didn't eat anything from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And after 6 p.m. I would only eat foods that weren't processed. Like I would eat me a salad or fruit or vegetables. And honestly, that actually did my body some good. Oh shoot. It did my body some good. I'm sorry, I actually went the wrong way. And I'm gonna have to pay for it. Sorry about that, you guys. I actually turned the wrong way, and I have somebody following me. I'm going to an event, a band event for the high school. Mom life, that's all I can say. Anyways, back to what I was saying was the person that's following me is down the side of me because they're probably like, what the heck was that? Anyways, back to what I was saying. The fast. I just finished doing my fast, and it turned out really well. I do feel like I have mastered some self-discipline a little bit more than I did before, because I actually, before I started doing my fast, I noticed that I had started getting kind of a habit of eating a lot of processed vegan or plant-based items, and it just defeats the whole purpose of living a holistic lifestyle when you eat a lot of processed foods. So what the fast did for me was help me to get a hold of my cravings and my desires, like, you know, the cravings for stuff that I don't need. And yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna implement that 3-day fast again next week as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it until I have 100% disciplined myself. Yeah. So anyways, also another thing I was doing while I was fasting was I was praying and just cultivating my relationship with God. I've been waking up a lot more earlier, and it's been doing me some good. I also noticed, like, in the spiritual realm of things, that I feel more closer and more focused and more in tune than I had before. I kind of had like a mental fog, so I noticed that kind of dissipated some as well. So that's why I know that I need to do the fast again. I'm gonna do it again next week, and who knows, it might just become a part of my lifestyle, depending. I don't know if I have to eat like that, because I mean, I could, but I don't know. But who knows? Who knows? Well, anyways, I did also want to come on and just, say that another thing in my journey is that I'm communicating better with my children. I feel like when I was younger, I kind of messed up a little bit. As us parents, we know that parenting does not come with a parenting manual. start looking back at some of the things that you did that was, you know, incorrect, and you see how it impacted your children. So definitely I want to correct that. And, you know, so I had to communicate with my sons, because they're gonna one day grow up to be in relationships, and I don't want them to have the bad behaviors or the negative behaviors that they have now as a result of me not teaching them how to cope with their emotions. So last night, and this is like the second time I've had to do it, so I'm going to continue to do it, because my son, who's a teenager in high school, is a junior, he has this habit of shutting down when he gets frustrated, or he feels like he's not being understood. So I had to tell him that instead of shutting down, I need you to communicate how you're feeling, and not just say it's whatever and then shut down, because you're not gonna resolve, or you're not gonna get what it is that you need or want in that moment, because number one, you shut down, and number two, you're not, you know, communicating to the other party or person, you know, what it is that you need or want at that time. So nothing's being resolved, and it's just a really negative habit to be in, you know, because then you carry that negative energy or that negative feeling with you throughout the day or however long. So you just want to kind of, like, I'm trying to teach him how to just communicate and get that out instead of holding it in and internalizing it, because eventually it'll build up and it'll explode and come out at the wrong times, and it just makes you I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So once I got him to open up, and I what I did was I spoke to him in a tone that was concerning, caring, to show him that I do care about his feelings, and that I do want to understand where he's coming from, so that I can fix or help him get to the outcome that he wants. And once I did that, he actually opened up and communicated with me, and we were able to, you know, get what he needed resolved. And I also had to let him know that, you know, because he did express to me that my tone on something that I said made him think that I was angry, and I said, no, I wasn't angry when I said that. I was in shock. So let me just give you the rundown of what happened. So my son was at an event all day yesterday, and while he was at the event, I had spoke to him on the phone, and he had expressed to me that he got some money and he ate, right? So I'm like, okay, he ate, but I'm out, and I had to get his younger brother, and I got his younger brother, and we went out to get some food. We ate dinner. So then, like, maybe 2 hours later, it was time for me to pick my son up. And when I picked him up, you know, I'm assuming that he had already ate and everything. So I'm like, hey, you know, I want to go to the grocery store right before we go home. And I said, is there anything y'all need in the house before, you know? And he said, yeah, we need dinner. I'm like, dinner? Because in my head, I'm like, we already ate dinner. It's 10:30 at night. You talk about dinner, then you eat? That was why I said dinner like that. And he assumed, from his own words, that I had an attitude or was angry. And I said, no, baby, that's not what it was. What it was that I wish you would have told me sooner, like when I first picked you up, that you was hungry, and I would have went and got you some food. And so then once we got that clear, he realized, you know, that he misunderstood my tone. my tone, I told him, I was like, it was just shock, because I thought you had ate, you know, and I would never get angry at you for wanting to eat. Like, that's crazy for you to even assume that. So you see how we can misunderstand each other, and that's why I want him to get a hold of his emotions and his feelings. Oh man, I did it again. Dang, went the wrong way again, y'all. It's okay. He ain't gonna notice. I know how to cut through. But yeah, so I want my sons to grow up and be emotionally healthy, and so I'm trying to teach them that now, so that when they grow up and be in relationships with people, with women, they can effectively communicate and express themselves as men, and you know, be mature with it, and yeah. So that's basically what it is that I'm trying to implement and teach him, because nobody taught me that growing up, and two, I feel like I should have been teaching him this at a much younger age, but I didn't know no better. But now that I know better, I'm gonna do better. So anyway, you guys, wish me luck on my journey to not only cultivate my relationship with God, but also to help me in rearing up great young men, or at least men that are healthy mentally and emotionally. I don't want them to grow up and, you know, be, what's the word, adding to the problem that we have, especially people of color. You know, a lot of people of color, we don't have any direction, and we don't have any discipline or our emotional health, and our mental health is just not where it should be. So yeah, anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna do some more videos on my journey and give you guys some updates, and I just ask that you guys keep me in your prayers, and yeah, subscribe, like, and share my videos, please. I love you. Peace.